On the border between Poland and Belarus, the Belowezha forest, popular with tourists and nature lovers, has been the site of recent clashes between Polish soldiers and migrants, prompting Poland to reintroduce a 200-meter buffer zone. The area has been partly divided by this fence since 2021, when Poland first faced an influx of migrants from Belarus. At the time, the Polish government accused Belarus of using migrants, some from the Middle East, as a hybrid war tactic to destabilize the situation at the border with the European Union and NATO. Michał Bura, a senior staff officer with the Polish border guard, says this time the violence at the border has increased.
The situation at the border is very dangerous. Every day we have a few hundred incidents of illegal crossing. Migrants are very aggressive and attacking Polish border guards.
Just last week, the Polish border guards were treated in the hospital after sustaining injuries at the border from attacks by migrants, that including a stabbing.
This migration is artificially directed. Governments in Moscow or Minsk are deciding when and how many people to push through the border. This is not a natural migration process. This is one of the elements of the hybrid war. This is a test of our strength, capabilities, and distraction from the war in Ukraine.
VOA reached out to officials at the Belarusian embassy in Poland for comments and received no immediate response. Belarusian officials have rejected accusations that their country has been helping channel migrants to the Polish border. After visiting this area recently, Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk announced the reintroduction of the 200-meter buffer zone along the border that was established in 2001 and lifted a year later when the border fence was completed. Olivia Hurley is a volunteer with the Granica group, which helps the migrants on the border and monitors human rights violations. She says the migrants are being used as pawns by Belarus.
They want to get to the European Union. They don't want to get arrested and put in jail for killing, for example, a Polish soldier or Polish border guard. But it makes a lot of sense from a Belarusian point of view, because they've tried many times to provoke Polish army and Polish border guards into combat.
Hurley recalls migrants telling stories of the severe brutality they endure in Belarus.
The beatings, the rapes, the starving people, high level of briberies. That's why they beg Polish forces not to push them back to Belarus.
Hurley showed us a border of the buffer zone. She says the zone will not fix the problem and could hurt local businesses.
You're allowed to be on this road, but on the other side, around 50 meters into the forest, the invisible line that you cannot cross.
Tourists have already started canceling their plans to visit the area. Hurley and others say there needs to be a complex solution that will secure the border and also protect the human rights of the asylum seekers. Myroslava Gongadze, VOA News, Myroslava, Poland.